Extraordinary win against Sweden. Tony Kroos, very much the hero of the hour. His last-ditch strike, giving them all 3 points.
Well, it was Tony Kroos that gave the ball away for the Sweden goal. And he said after, it was my mistake. But he said, I won't repeat what he said, but
guts.
I've got guts for it. Look, I absolutely loved this. I think it's typical of the World Cup we've seen so far. We're getting a lot of drama, and this was as dramatical as they come. But it was Germany, and it wasn't Germany, because this was Germany who never give up, who fight to the end, who are never beaten, and they're just so professional, you think, but really, in the defending in the first 2 games, they haven't been. They were naive. Again today, and Jerome Boateng, before I even get to the red card or the second yellow, I thought Jerome Boateng today, his head was in the clouds. I've never seen a centre-half with such ill-discipline. Marauding down that right flank, marauding into midfield, giving the ball away, trying shots with his left foot from 30, 40 yards. I thought he was a disgrace, and that was before the red card.
What do you make of the game overall, Robbo?
Well, Craig just said about it. In the first half, Sweden scored their goal. Brilliant goal from Toivonen. Kroos gave the ball away and then didn't recover. Rudiger didn't get round on the cover either. They had a penalty that wasn't given, that should have been given, and they had a good header by Berg that was saved by Neuer. So that ill-discipline could have caused Germany a lot of problems. In the second half, I thought they made the right decision, bringing Gomez on, but they got into, and they overloaded the wide areas. They got cross after cross after crossing, but it wasn't the right sort of crosses that were coming into the box. Yes, you could say the first goal was a cutback and Royce hit it with his knee, but so many times they hit the first player. There were so many Swedish players in that penalty box. They had to, I thought, lift balls into the box so that then Gomez could win the balls in the air against the 2 centre-halves, which he did on only 1 occasion.
I thought Timo Werner, once he was put out to the left-hand side, he continued to create problems for Sweden time and time again. He was dangerous throughout the course of the match. He's the one that draws the foul that eventually Tony Kroos puts in. But I got to take it from Sweden's perspective. You go up a man, there's an opportunity for you to take a chance to go forward and see if maybe you score a game winner. Maybe you are on the front foot. Maybe you're the one that has the initiative to go and score the game winner. Instead, they kept coming further and further and further back, allowing Germany to say, you know what, we have no choice but to go forward. Sweden got shy, got conservative, in a moment in which there was an opportunity for them to be aggressive. If you think you're going to back your way into the second phase of this tournament, and you're playing against Germany, if Germany's there for the taking, and you have been at times better than Germany, certainly in that first half, then why don't you go and attack them? At the very least, if you're going to lose the ball, lose it on that side and force Germany to come back into your field and have to recover 100 meters to get to your goal. Instead, Sweden just allowed Germany to have the ball, and eventually the pressure broke through, and what a great free kick it was by Tony Kroos.
I mean, let's be honest, everybody who wasn't a German fan was digging the German grave. And then they were ready to jump on it. They're done, they're finished. It's Spain from 2014, the world champions, capitulating. And Tony Kroos is a fabulous player, but he's bailed himself out with his mistakes. He's bailed Germany out, but I tell you what, he's bailed his coach out. Because his team selection, and it probably still will be, particularly in Germany, will be dragged over the coals.
Just reminded, no Khedira, no Mesut Ozil.
Khedira, fine, because Khedira looks as if he's carrying a rucksack in his back in the first game. But Sebastian Rudy, fine player, hasn't played much football. Gundogan has, on the bench. Julian Draxler, starting again. Poor in the first game, poor in this game, taken off. Then when the substitutes come on, no Ozil. But who's been arguably Germany's best player.
Give him a bit of credit. Who would have said Timo Werner would have done a good job out on the left-hand side? I've only ever seen him play through the middle. And he put Gomez, and I thought Timo Werner would play up front with him. And you just said it. Timo Werner went out to the left-hand side and suddenly looked like a winger that could go past his man every time. So you have to give him a little bit of credit. He got lots of things wrong, but he got that one right.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered the jot how good Timo... And I agree, I thought Timo Werner was lively, and he got to the byline and he stretched him, but it wouldn't have mattered the jot, in the last 45 seconds or a minute if Kroos hadn't put that ball in the box. So Joachim Low, his team selection and tactics is going to be picked apart by the German media. And by the way, the huge bonus for him now is Jerome Boateng suspended.
Right.
Because that back line, Mexico took it apart, and I never thought Sweden would be able to create as many chances as they did with so little possession against the German side. I think that tells a story.
Having said all that, though, now they're in a position where you beat South Korea and you're in. And you have an opportunity still to be first in the group, depending on what happens in the other game. But you have that opportunity in front of you. And so it just gives you an idea that they were out. It was done. It was game over. See you later. and now they're still alive and very much with a chance.